15-minute time limit. When the bell rings, your official Keith Smith Jr.
Welcome to the Nosebleed Seats. I'm the Mad Conservative Crime Fighter. We are in East Carondelet, Illinois at the Community Center for MMWA-SICW.
First, from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing 212 pounds, Jaysin.
MMWA-SICW, or as Declaration of Independence likes to call them, the MMWA-SIJKLMNOPQRS2UVWXYZ. And here we see Jaysin Static come to the ring. Had a pretty difficult rookie year and a heck of a time trying to hone his wrestling skills, and just pretty rough around the edges, but he's getting there. As Jaysin Static's going to argue with ringside fans.
Leave the kids alone!
Jaysin Static threatening a kid in the front row as the merchandise counter is actually arguing with Static. Static is also a man who hasn't figured out which direction he wants to go. He's been playing with his name at MMWA-SICW. Look at this. A pair of brass knuckles. Those are, you cannot have brass knuckles in the state of Illinois. That is a felony. You can't, you're not permitted to own them in this state. And you know, this is the, this community center houses the fire department and the police department. If local cops saw that, he'd be going away in handcuffs, spending the night here in East Carondelet. Those are definitely outlawed. They were outlawed January 1st of 2010. Now, it's a wonder that I haven't gotten a report that a professional wrestler has been arrested for having possession of brass knuckles. But here's the opposition to Jaysin Static. Last graduate of Gateway Championship Wrestling, Max Archer. Max Archer was referee for that promotion up until the promotion folded a couple of years ago. And Jaysin Static is endearing himself to this audience. GCW was the promotion that gave us Matt Sydal, Delirious, Daisy Hayes, Mischief, and Dingo. You can see Delirious at Ring of Honor and Matt Sydal at WWE. And there's an arm drag by one, Max Archer. Max Archer, also one of the most underrated performers at MMWA-SICW. Very rarely getting singles victories. And here we go. Lock up in the center ring. Arm bar by Static. Static has not been able to figure out whether he wants to call himself Static or Cross. He's used both names for this promotion. But he's back being Static. As Archer grabs the headlock and drop toe hold to the mat, takes down Jaysin Static. And Archer is looking for a very rare victory. Victories are few and far between for Max Archer, the most underrated wrestler at MMWA-SICW. And there's a clothesline from Static. And there's a kick to the back of Max Archer. Oh, look at this. Oh, a kick to the back. And Jaysin Static in control here. Goes to cover 1, 2, 2. 130 fans braved the cold and threat of blizzard conditions to be here tonight, including yours truly. And for our viewers in the St. Louis area, there was a couple announcements made by Herb Simmons that they will be doing a television taping here at East Carondelet, Saturday, January 22nd at 8 o'clock for Charter Cable Channel 8. Those watching this program in Central Illinois, afraid you're just going to have to watch it online if somebody uploads it online. Hopefully, the crew at South Broadway will start uploading MMWA programming to YouTube or elsewhere on the internet. And there's a suplex from Static. It's a 2 count.
Yes!
The big news, the voice of wrestling at the chase, Larry Masiak will be doing play-by-play again for MMWA-SICW, so welcome back, Larry Masiak. Static once again goes for another nonchalant cover that Max Archer kicks out of pretty easily as Static lays in some right punches to the head of Max Archer on the mat. And Archer shots to the body, but a clubbing forearm to the back by Jaysin Static. If you want to check out MMWA-SICW on the web, it's MMWA-SICW.com. You can also look them up on Facebook. And Max Archer still having his problems with one Jaysin Static as Static lines him up, ready for a charge. And Static with a big boot to the face, leveling Max Archer. And Static going to one-hand cover, and that's not going to beat anybody. Even if it's Max Archer, who is a big underdog in just about every match that steps in the ring in.
5 minutes have expired, 10 minutes remaining.
Max Archer is a pretty good wrestler, but he's just not had any good luck in his tenure here at MMWA-SICW. I also have to say that MMWA-SICW is looking to expand a roster. They held a tryout so many months ago. I had hoped more around the Central Illinois region had taken advantage of it because they run twice a month, one in Illinois, one in Missouri. They definitely need tag teams, that's for darn sure. There's a body slam by Max Archer, who seems to be coming back here. Drops an elbow, does not make contact with that elbow. And Archer's in trouble again. Static goes to the cover, 1, 2 count. Only put the weight across one shoulder, didn't get both of them. Jaysin Static failing to follow up on one Max Archer. Well, a couple of slaps around the back of the head, that's just only going to wake him up. I mean, he's trying to intimidate Max Archer, but he's not going to succeed at it. Well, he let Max Archer get back to his feet and fire back. Static just ate a couple of forearms for his trouble Whip to the corner. Archer charges. Shot to the throat. Looked like a shot to the throat, and there's a drop kick. And Archer with a big chop. Well, he's measuring here. Waiting for Static to turn around. Throws him into the top turnbuckle. Archer all the way to the other corner, comes back, but eats an elbow from one Jaysin Static. And there's a chop to the chest on the mat by one Jaysin Static. Now we had hoped to get on Justin McIntyre for another STLWC special report. He had fallen ill, so we were not able to get him on the program to explain his side of the story about the interference in the Heritage Wrestling Coalition title match back on December the 4th. Interference that cost the future Donovan Ruddock the HWC Championship, made Guy Smith the new champion. And there's a suplex, a double underhook suplex, and only a 2 count for Jaysin Static. We hope to get Justin McIntyre on the Nosebleed Seats podcast this week. The Nosebleed Seats podcast coming back from hiatus. The MBS at Podomatic.com is where the podcast will be posted. So be sure to check over there this week. And there's a drop kick from Max Archer trying to make a comeback. There's a Hurricane Rana. And there's a cover. 1, 2, 2. Max Archer badly needs a victory here. Max Archer is favoring his neck a bit, and Archer is going to go to the top rope. Now the ceiling is not very high here. He's got to watch his head. Oh, front splash, nobody home. And there's a spin kick to the head from Jaysin Static, and there's a cover. 1, 2, and that is enough. Enough for the 3 count, and Jaysin Static hands Max Archer yet another defeat. Time of the fall, 9 minutes 35 seconds. And let's get the official word.
The winner of the match, Jaysin Static.
So Jaysin Static victorious in this opening contest at the MBS presents Pro Wrestling Central Illinois. Coming up next, there'll be Ace Hawkins, an ROH prospect, taking on Waco, one half of the Texas Hayman. Stay with us. The newest tag team in local area wrestling coverage has arrived. The St. Louis wrestling community, covering downstate Illinois and Missouri for the past 5 years, teams up with the new Central Illinois Pro Wrestling.com, presented by the Nosebleed Seats. They bring you the latest news and information, schedule of events, interviews, and wrestling action. Check it out now at Central Illinois Pro Wrestling.com and STLWrestling.LiveJournal.com. Coming soon, it's the 2011 NBS Awards, where we honor the best and brightest pro wrestling talent Central Illinois has to offer. For more information, go to CentralIllinoisProWrestling.com. Promises, just like rules, were made to be broken. New Midwest Wrestling presents Broken Promises on January 29th at Lanphier High School in Springfield. Advance tickets are available at New Age Tattoo and Bike Nursing on South MacArthur Boulevard. NewMidwest.com or call 217-816-2112. Come see why New Midwest Wrestling keeps their promise of the best wrestling show in Central Illinois. Catch the Nosebleed Seats TV on demand anytime. Just go to stlwc.blip.tv, select your episode, watch and enjoy the show. The MBS TV on stlwc.blip.tv. Wanna wrestle? Head for the MBS Pro Wrestling Training Center at the Skywalkers International Sports Complex in Decatur. They start you off with cardio exercise and teach basic wrestling and performance techniques. You can also learn to be a referee, manager, or announcer. For more information, call 217-412-1677. The MBS Pro Wrestling Training Center, Central Illinois' only pro wrestling training facility, and the first session is free.
Introducing first, from Fort Collins, Colorado, weighing 189 pounds, Ace Hawkins!
Here he is, a rookie who got a Ring of Honor tryout, so he's a prospect. Ace Hawkins, contender for the Junior Heavyweight Championship at MMWA-SICW. He's going to be taking on a really rough customer as his opposition.
And his opponent in this tournament qualifier.
Now they are doing a tournament for a classic world championship. One of the biggest confusion about MMWA-SICW, they just created a television title, now they're creating a classic world title. Meanwhile, the tag team titles are just being neglected for some reason. As we see the opposition, one of the two remaining active tag teams at MMWA-SICW, the Texas Hangman. Not real popular people at this promotion at East Carondelet or St. Louis, Missouri. They are managed by Travis Cook. Travis Cook is taking care of business at this point.
Weighing 275 pounds, accompanied tonight by the Big Texan, Waco!
Now next week on this program, we're going to see in action Ron Powers, a former WCW enhancement talent, will be in a strap match against the Big Texan, as you see to the right. Will be in a strap match. The special guest referee, the new MMWA-SICW heavyweight champion, Gary Jackson, himself another former WCW enhancement talent. As Waco is chopping away at the much smaller Ace Hawkins. Ace Hawkins, a middleweight, wrestling a heavyweight. And this Waco guy is twice as heavy as Ace Hawkins. And Waco charges! Oh, look at that! Man, that could, if he didn't land on his feet, that would have been disastrous. Ace Hawkins off the ropes and a suicide dive onto the Texan Heyman. Ace Hawkins takes down both members of the Hangman, puts Waco back in. Texan was thinking about taking a shot at Ace Hawkins as Hawkins with a slingshot senton back in the ring, only a 2 count. The referee not quite paying attention as the Big Texan has his attention. And the Texan is known for interfering in matches as Hawkins runs Waco into the middle turnbuckle. And Hawkins all the way to the top. He's got to hit him. Splash. Crossbody off the top. 2 count. Hawkins is only about 175 pounds. Waco's close to 300. And there's a drop kick by Ace. Ace is pretty much going to have to hit him with every high-flying maneuver he can come up with. Because this Waco guy is just going to overpower him. Off the middle rope, cross body, 1, 2 count. And Hawkins right back to the attack. And it looks like he's going to 10 punch him in the corner. Hard kick by Ace. To a headlock. It looks like he's going for a bulldog, but gets caught in the backbreaker. And what did I say about overpowering your opposition? Waco just put on the brakes, picked him up, and dropped him across his knee. And Ace Hawkins is in trouble as Waco drops a big knee to the back of Ace Hawkins. And now he puts his full 300 pounds of weight on his back, stands on him. And look at this, Waco's gonna deposit Hawkins to the floor and tie up the referee as the big Texan comes over, gets in a cheap shot, picks up Ace and drives him into the post. And the referee suspects some foul play here as referee felt a bounce when Ace Hawkins was thrown into the ring, and he's not going to count that pin cover. Referee suspected shenanigans and refused to count pinfall here as Waco's going to a chokehold. Be sure to watch the Nosebleed Seats on demand at any time at stlwc.clip.tv. And our website, of course, is CentralIllinoisProWrestling.com. St. Louis Wrestling Community also at stlwrestling.lightjournal.com. So there's a gut-wrench suplex from Waco. As we mentioned earlier, we hope to get on Justin McIntyre on the Nosebleed Seats podcast this week. It will be at themds.podomatic.com. We also plan to have Guy Smith and the Don Cato Morales in separate segments this week. So be sure to check for that. Watch the website for the information as to when that gets posted online.
Waco suck! Waco suck! Waco suck! Waco suck!
Ace Hawkins fires back. He's trying to slug it out with the big man. Don't know how successful that'll be. Hawkins just tried to clothesline Waco over the top rope. Oh, he got clotheslined himself. With a Texas Lariat, 1, 2. Only a 2 count. And Waco thinks he should have put this youngster away. Much smaller and younger Ace Hawkins, and he dumps him out to the floor again. He's gonna have the big Texan do his dirty work. But Ace fires back, and he landed on his feet to kind of regroup a little bit. And the referee has just ejected the big Texan from ringside. Big Texan has been thrown out of this match. Waco suplexed Ace Hawkins back in the ring. Waco off the ropes, and there's a big knee lift. So even without the big Texan at ringside, Ace Hawkins still has a difficult road to defeat the big man Waco. As Waco puts a knee into his back and pulls back on the arms, kind of stretching out that lower back and bending it in a way that probably should not bend. And Ace fires back. Quick to the corner, charges. Cross body into the corner. And Hawkins is going to go up again. Oh no! Ace Hawkins got nothing and got rolled up, and there might have been a hook of a tights there. Crossbody from the top. Well, looks like the ringside fan is claiming that may have hooked the tights there.
Here's your winner and qualifying for the Classic Wrestling Championship Tournament, January 22nd, Waco.
7 minutes and 40 seconds, the time of the fall, as Waco is victorious against the cruiserweight-sized Ace Hawkins. Well, that will do it for this edition of the No Speed Seats presents Pro Wrestling Central Illinois. You can check out MMWA-SICW at MMWA-SICW.com. This is the Mad Conservative Crime Fighter. Be sure to check us out on Facebook, MySpace, and CentralIllinoisProWrestling.com as the fans give Ace Hawkins a ovation for his efforts in this contest, and we will see you next week. Promises, just like rules, were made to be broken. New Midwest Wrestling presents Broken Promises on January 29th at Lamphere High School in Springfield. Advance tickets are available at New Age Tattoo and Bike Piercing on South MacArthur Boulevard. NewMidwest.com or call 217-816-2112. Come see why New Midwest Wrestling keeps their promise of the best wrestling show in Central Illinois. Catch the Nosebleed Seats TV on demand anytime. Just go to stlwc.blip.tv, select your episode, watch and enjoy the show. The MBS TV on stlwc.blip.tv.